Good evening, guys. Good evening, guys. I'm Priya from JigsawMindz. So, we the JigsawMind are the new community, and we're gonna take non-technical sessions on personal branding and development. Today, we have a session on habits of champions, and this session is gonna be conducted by a transformational trainer, Pooja Ahuja. So, I would like to call upon Pooja Ahuja to take over.
Thank you, Priya, for that wonderful introduction. Guys, everybody can hear me? Guys, this will be a very interactive session. I will request you all to actually give your thoughts. I will be asking you all a few questions to put it down in the comment section. I would want you all to give the answers of it on the comment section. Am I audible? Am I clear? Priya, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I'll start with my presentation.
Yes. Please share your screen.
Yeah, yeah. I am just opening it. I mean, unable to do it actually. 1 second. I'm just trying to. 1 minute. So what, Priya? Can you see my PPT? Can you?
No,
What can you see on the screen, Priya?
nothing.
Nothing is seen. Uh, you can't see my PPT here.
No.
Uh, 1 second. This is quite surprising. Uh, okay. Can
Pooja,
you see? Can you see
uh,
my PPT now?
no,
On
Pooja,
the
there's
screen?
a share screen option.
Yeah, yeah. There I am. That's where I am.
Just click on it.
Yeah, I am there only. I have opened up the PPT itself. I mean, the PPT was all open, but I'm still not able to.
Mail it to me.
Mail ID.
JigsawMindz.
MINDZ, right?
Yes.
At Gmail.
Yes.
Uh, 1 sec. Now, can you see the PPT?
No.
1 second, 1 sec. I'll just. Uh, actually, I've opened it on the. You got it? Got the mail?
Yes. Yes. Pooja, we have put it. We can start now.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So just go to the second. Yeah, you can make this full screen. So, friends, what is it that you need when you talk about becoming a champion? So these are the things that you need. You need motivation, you need confidence, you need the core study of the subject, that is your performance knowledge that you need on that particular subject. So that is something very important. You need something that will separate you from the mediocre performers, or from the people who are not performing that well in terms of the routines and the disciplines. And of course you need some you need to be having a proper a proper way of handling your stress. So that is what you need for that, which is anxiety management. And you need to be visionary, obviously. Only then can you achieve your goal in the long run. And of course you have to have creative problem solving skills, and you need to be building relations. So next slide please. Next slide, Priya. Yeah. So motivation. So when we talk about motivation, the person has to be not just smart, he has to be smarter. So only if you are dedicated to a particular subject, only if you love that particular subject, can you actually perform in that particular thing. So when you talk about this, you will get direct inspiration. Yes, I want to perform on this, that is the reason I'm going to be doing this so well. So people who are willing to go to that level, they are actually very specific. They know the meaning of whatever they are doing, they are actually driven in that. So they find a thrill, they find a passion, they find that fulfillment, which is why they are actually feeling that meaning behind it. And of course it has to be relevant, time bound. Time bound, why is it that the importance of time is also here there? Because when you talk about setting a goal, reaching a goal, you have to be very specific in terms of your time. You have to reach there in a particular time, you have to do the things at a particular time, you have to actually reach certain thresholds in certain limits in certain times, and it has to be very engaging. So basically these are the things that separate you. Sorry, I'm so sorry, there was a big noise. Okay. uh so yeah, so the next slide please. Yeah. So this is something that is very important, which is confidence. Uh what is it that makes you a champion in a particular field, whether you are in sports, whether you are in business, whether you are in any other career? It is your confidence. And how does that come? It comes only by experience. It comes only by the number of times that you practice, the number of times that you churn the wheel in that direction, wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do. Only then can you actually go there, and you can actually achieve that particular goal. So that is how, when you are confident, only then can you actually be there. So experience is something that is extremely important. Second thing, uh, how are the people who are confident are different? Because they are having something in their mind that, okay, I love Sachin, I love to, I want to perform at that level how Sachin used to perform, and how he wants to perform. I'm talking about Sachin Tendulkar, for those people who have not understood. So people who are there and who want to actually go to that level, so they have to model someone, they have to look up to someone, they have to actually have that thing, that yes, this is the guy who has reached there. Looking at him, even I can go to that level, and yes, even I can go and achieve that particular thing. So this is the meaning of modeling. When we also talk about modeling, we actually get a lot of those traits by that person when we talk about modeling. So we actually see even the nitty gritties of that. So if you notice in certain sports, people who actually are getting trained in maybe football or maybe basketball or any other sport, what is really happening is they are not just getting trained by their coach, but also what they do is they also see the opponent's strategy, they also see what the other people are having in their psychology, meaning how do they attack, how do they have the defensive mode, how do they have those things. So all those things they actually study in a very detailed manner. That is what that they do, and that is your observation. So people who are, wanting to be a champion, they have to observe what are the other competitors in your industry, in your sports, how are they performing, what are they doing. And because you're on the ground, you are competing there. That is the reason you have to know those things, and you have to actually uh, understand ki yes, these are the rules of the game, and this is the way I can hack it out, or this is the way I can actually create some new idea and actually stand apart in that. And something that is most important is your self talk. If you want to build your confidence, if you want to recreate your confidence, if you want to actually make a better level of your levels of confidence, one thing that you should be practicing is positive self talk. Meaning, you should be actually looking into the mirror and talking in the mirror that yes, okay, I'm the best sportsman, okay, I'm the best athlete, okay, I'm the best businessman, whatever, whichever is your goal. That is something that you should be doing each and every day, which most of the champions, if you look back at them now, why do they do that also? Because 24/7 what they're doing is they're playing that game, they are into that game. So what are they really thinking about? Why are they actually standing apart is because of that. So this it will just add a little bit of flavor to that. This will just add a little bit of uh, actualness to that. And actually, when we talk about self talk, we're also training our subconscious mind that yes, this is what is my goal, and is what how I look at things, and this is how I want to get things out in that particular way. So basically, self talk is very very crucial, very very important, and it is something that is very easy as well. A lot of people can actually do that, and most of the people, means most of the achievers, most of the leaders, they actually do that. So this is something that you will find as a pattern in this particular I mean in particularly in champions, because one thing that they do is, why are they actually just standing at the top level? The difference between them and maybe the slightly lower level in that particular business or in that industry is that one thing that they have more is the confidence, is the वो भरोसा जिसको बोलते हैं वो the kind of grit, the kind of उनके हाथ में जो पकड़ रहती है उस पर्टिकुलर चीज की, या उस पर्टिकुलर इंडस्ट्री को लेकर, या उस पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट को लेकर, दैट इज phenomenal. And they actually hold that thing, so that separates you, makes you the confident person or the leader in that particular thing. So before someone else actually comes and tells me, okay, dude, you rock, or dude, you are the best, I myself inside know, yes, I am the best because I believe in that. Yeah. So, and the mental imagery, again, it's the same thing. So, mental imagery means you have to visualize those things, you have to actually imagine those things in your mind. So, these things are extremely, people don't value these things, but you go and talk to a big sports person or a big business person, or you go and study Steve Jobs, you go and study most of these people, most of these leaders, you will find that they were doing these things, they were practicing these things. So that makes you different from most of the other mediocre players. Yeah, so next slide please, Priya. Priya, yeah. Yeah. And yes, so something that this actually, what you see, the image here is coming from the book Start With Why by Simon Sinek. So basically, what differentiates a mediocre to a champion? So what is it exactly? It is who you are as a person, it is how you do those things, and it is what makes you go there. So why is it different? It is your disciplines, it is your routines that make you different. So a human being is made by his habits. His habits make his behavior, and then his behavior makes his character. And Every day, when you talk about being a leader, you may not inborn be a leader, but when you go through that training, when you go through that coaching, when you go through that mindset drill each and every day by your coach, by your trainer, apart from whatever technical work you are doing in that particular industry, what you are doing is you are training this muscle here, which is the mind. Now the mental muscle is something extremely important. If you can have a hold on your mental muscle, if you can have a hold on the discipline, I'm telling you, it will separate you. It will actually separate you from the mediocre to a leader. So that is how, uh, the disciplines and the routines, if followed well by people, certain set of people who wish to be a leader, who want to be a leader, who are ready to put in that toil, that hard work, only then can they achieve. So one thing I want to ask you all, the major question, what do you think when this is a very important question I want to ask you all, and I would want you all to write the answer in the comment section, which is, uh, when anybody gets on a job, okay, I mean, most of you here in the audience, maybe working, maybe studying, I don't know, when you get a job and you're working there, what is one thing, one reason that you're working for? Yes, I know that you will tell me money, but apart from that, what is the reason that you're working there for? Just answer that in the comment section. Looks like nobody wants to answer. Okay, let me, guys, answer you the question. I mean, the question for this, the answer for this. So basically, the major question that you should be asking on a job is basically job satisfaction, improving technical skills, self respect, to support finance, to support the family financially, okay, money, career, okay, okay, okay. Okay, these are things that you're saying is right, but I will tell you, when you are on a job, the major question to ask on the job, what am I here for? What am I becoming here, is something very important. As a person, what am I becoming? This should be the major question that you should be asking yourself. As a human being, every day, what you are becoming, your habits, whatever they are, whether it is your habits pertaining to food, whether it is your habits pertaining to your lifestyle, whether it is anything, what are you becoming on that particular job, on that particular lifestyle, in the particular way that you are living, is something extremely important. Why are sports people so different than the other people when it comes to uh, performance, when it comes to doing their best at the game? It is because there is so much of training, there is so much of mental work that is going on while they are on training there, and they are on the ground and they are learning those things and they are becoming that person, and that is the reason they are there. So it is basically what you are becoming should be the main reason of you to understand that, okay, this is the thing I need to improve, this is the thing I have to become. So this is the major reason why you should be picking up a job. You should be picking up, I mean, of course, money is there. Of course, your financial, supporting yourself financially is there. But even this is the major reason. So you are just 5 steps away, maybe, or 10 steps away from achieving certain skills, from achieving that particular goal, to becoming that particular leader. So Just those few things are required, which you may be getting on that job. So the best place is actually when you are on a job, you are learning, you are getting those things from that particular job, apart from whatever salary, whatever money that you're getting. So those things are actually very, very valuable, which we actually don't value. But yes, they are extremely important. So the next slide, please. Yes. So as I told you all earlier, first it is your habit, then it becomes your behavior, and then it becomes your character, your belief system. Now belief system is what? Belief system is your subconscious mind. Belief system is where you have stored the answer of every question, whether it is pertaining to a human being, whether it is pertaining to an experience, whether it is pertaining to everything. Like if I give you a small example, okay, water. What is water? You know what is water because of certain experiences or certain things that you have in your mind. Or a flower, what is that? All of that is well defined, or maybe not well defined, or it is prejudiced, or it is actually influenced by certain experiences that you have had in your past. So that is your belief system. Now, do you think that these can be changed? Yes. According to me, everything can be changed. It can be changed in a younger age. It is more faster, which is the reason they say that, your younger years are very important in terms of your development of your character, in terms of development of your personality. So your habits are the fabric in your particular life, basically. Now, sorry, habits are your thread. So when it comes to a fabric, when you talk about a piece of fabric, it's your threads which are intertwined there, and that gives you a nice design, or maybe a bad design, or whatever it is. So basically they are, that is the base. Now the base creates your identity. So your daily habits, your daily routines creates your identity, creates your character. Now if you want to change that, you can change that by training, by consciously doing those things. And here in the picture here, what you see is you are 95% or 98, 99% right here, which is written, yes, which is right, your subconscious mind. Tell me one thing, do you really have to think about uh, drinking water? Do you have to think about basic things like eating food? Do you have to think about basic things like breathing? Do you have to do that? You don't have to do that. These things happen. I mean, things like you going to the washroom is just a basic need, but this is all done by, obviously the guidance is by the subconscious mind. So he's controlling the minute you put food in inside you, the food is getting digested and it is thrown away in a certain time and everything by the body itself. And how is it done? The main driver of it is your subconscious mind. So everything now, how is a human being? I mean, a human being is at a physical level, at an emotional level. So when it comes to emotions, they are the major things. When it comes to how your life will be, how it will surround, what kind of people you will attract, what kind of experiences you will attract, what kind of things you will be pursuing, what kind of uh, you know uh, influences also you will have around you. So all of that will come when it comes to your subconscious mind. So what you think about, or what goes on in your mind, those are the things you are going to attract the most. So subconsciously a lot of things are already there. So as I feel, as a youngster you should be exploring a lot, but at the same time you should be definitely, what one thing that you should be doing is creating good habits in you, creating those habits in you which are productive in terms of making you a champion, making you a leader in that particular industry. So basically for that to happen, you have to have certain conscious steps also. and it has to be in every small little things, and that is your habits. Next slide, please. Yeah. So, one important thing that is there, which is different for champions or for leaders, is that they know how to handle stress. Now, a lot of people nowadays talk about stress management, talk about all these things. Uh, Let me give you, I mean, before we actually go there, the second point. See, when it comes to Sachin Tendulkar, why is he top player in uh, why is he a top player in cricket is because he is standing there because he doesn't care a damn if you have, I mean, because I have a habit of actually seeing a little bit of cricket and seeing what is happening at the background. So I've heard in one of the interviews that he doesn't even care what the opponent players are saying shit on the ground. So he doesn't even actually care about those things. People come to instigate you, people actually say things on the ground to instigate you, to actually make you away from that particular focus so that you behave in a certain way. So these are actually mental games that he understands. That is why he's standing apart from those people. So definitely no pessimistic attitude is extremely important. You have to avoid this nonsense that is happening, because you have to have that thick skin in the game when it comes to on ground when you're doing it. And of course, positive self talk. See, a lot of these leaders, champions, whenever they do have time, they are reading, and they are reading all good books. They are uh, they are actually, why do they say leaders are readers? CEOs, the top CEOs in the world, they read 52 books in a year. 52 weeks are there, 52 books they read, which is one book in a week is what they read. So do we even do that? Just think about it. A book is a full life experience of that person. Maybe you are chasing cricket, maybe you want to get into sports, maybe you want to get into any particular industry. You just take the books of those people, you just go and see you just go and read their biographies, you go and see what they have written, how they have done all the things, whatever they came across, whatever problems they came across. You feel that yes, you are the only person who's going through this problem in this industry. No, I'm sorry, you are not the only person. It is many other people who have similar kind of problems. So why is it that they are different, and why is it that this is happening? So this is because they have looked at the problems, they have solved at those problems in a different way. So that is what makes them different, that is what makes them stand apart. So a book is actually a jewel that you can get in just a few hundreds, just a few hundred rupees. You can get a jewel of that particular person, and you can actually go through a lot of experience in that book. Nowadays you have these podcasts, nowadays you have a lot of these interviews, you have a lot of these videos on YouTube, on Spotify. You should actually go and explore, because people who are there from the industry, whichever industry you want to be, they are coming and giving out their real sense. And that is why these things are working in nowadays time. So a book, or actually a book, gives you much more than these podcasts or videos or all of that. So I still consider a book to be at the premium level in that sense. Yes, and something that will make you apart when it comes to anxiety or any kind of stress is also that you should be living in present. Now, why you have to live in present? What is present? I mean, most of the times in our life we are wasting our time thinking about either the past or or the future, or we are actually thinking and worrying about it. But why? We are losing something in present. Like, just imagine, like, supposing you are sitting with a bunch of your friends and you talk about some past incident. So you are either in stress at that moment, you are thinking, why the hell did I do that particular thing? Don't you think you're spoiling your present moment also with that person? You are. So basically your present is something that is extremely valuable, and every minute, every time, every moment in your life, you can change your life. You can actually become a newer version of yourself when it comes to actually becoming that person. You can divert your things from any minute. This is the power that we have as a human being. I mean, your present is a gift, is a diamond, and that is why we should be cherishing it. So that is why whenever you feel that you have stress, you have any kind of problem or anything, just go out there, think about it. If you can come out with a solution, fine. If you can't, don't brood over it. If you're going to be brooding over it, now, brooding is what? You think about a problem for a very long time and don't really come out with a solution. And that actually happens when it comes to some things that are hurting you, some things that are emotionally disturbing you. That is when we are brooding. Now, brooding is extremely bad because you don't want to accept a particular thing. So, either you do this way or you do it that way. What you're going to be spoiling if you are not going to take a decision is you are going to spoil your upcoming half an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, whatever time, whatever next meeting or whatever next work that you have, you're even going to spoil that. So if you don't want to do that, if you want to focus, and that is what champions do, they don't, when they are on the ground, when they are playing in the game, or when they are in that work, they don't think about those things, they don't think about other things. They are focused in whatever they are doing in present. So basically these are the things that you should be doing. And of course, meditation. So the difference between leaders and common people, or the mediocre people, is also that they are meditating. Now, how does meditation help? Meditation helps you by calming yourself, by making you aware of things that you have not even thought about. You get intuitions, you get ideas, you get certain uh, different way of looking at things. So a person who's a leader, if you go and talk to them, you will find one thing, that these guys are meditating every day, these guys are exercising every day, so they are, and they are reading every day. So these three things they are doing. They are fulfilling their body by doing exercise, they are fulfilling their mind by reading books, they are fulfilling their spirituality by doing meditation, which gives them peace, which gives them uh, power to handle stress or any kind of anxiety or any kind of problems. Yes, and next slide, please. Next slide. Yeah. So, this is something very important, which actually takes you. Why is a leader different than a mediocre? It is because he has a dream inside. It is because he has that belief inside him. Now, let me give you a small example. I am sure all of you have seen Shah Rukh Khan movies. One of his movie, he has also given this dialogue: जब आप किसी चीज को शिद्दत से चाहते हो, तो पूरी कायनात आपको वो पाने की साजिश करती है, मतलब आपको वो देने की साजिश करती है. तो क्या वो कह रहा है? What is he trying to say? He's trying to tell you that if you are passionate, if you are crazy, if you are mad about something, if you love something, if you have a vision, if you have a dream, it is the world which will put in all the energy to give you the answer of it, to take you to that level. And the people who are leaders, people who are visionaries, people who are uh, the top CEOs or the champions, those people are extremely clear in their heart, in their mind, that I am this person. I am this person, meaning I am this top leader of this industry, and I will be there. And each and every day they are envisioning, they are doing the creative visualization, they are actually dreaming also apart from doing their work. Now, even Einstein has spoken about that. Imagination is the eighth wonder of the world. If you can imagine your goal, When you are passionate about something, let me be honest with you, you are undoubtedly going to be an imaginary person. I mean, someone who is, using his imagination to actually achieve that particular goal, because you are that person. You have the skin in the game. You are thinking about that 24 hours. So basically, what you need to be doing is that you need to be having a clear vision. You need to be listening to your inner voice. So that is what separates you from a mediocre to a uh, champion or a industry leader. So that is what it is. Next slide, please. Yes. So creative problem solving. So when now this is something very important, which extremely few people or extremely few top leaders in the country or in the world are able to do, is that looking at a problem, solving at a problem in a very different way. So when you are talking about uh, you want to be a leader in a particular industry, one thing is that you have to look at your competition, you have to see those things, but you have to have a different strategy. You have to have something different which can completely change the outlook of the industry. Now example is right in front of our eyes, which is Steve Jobs. You all know that Steve Jobs has actually changed the entire course of uh, when he got into computers. They when he got into cell phones, at that time they've removed the way people used to yeah, I mean the music industry, they've actually changed the way music industry functions. They've actually changed the way cell phones or phones are to be used. People actually wait for it. And why are they innovators? Why are they solving the problem very differently? Because they have a very different outlook. They don't just look at what the competitors are doing. They don't just look at things like, yes, how much of market share do I acquire in this particular sector? No, they don't look at that in that way. They look at what they can do differently. They look at how they can be different. They actually try to innovate in their products, in their particular strategies, and that is where they actually have this creative problem solving. They are extremely different just because of that, and there are very few such examples in the world today who can actually be so creative. And even in the it's the same case when it comes to, even if you just be slightly more different in your industry. Maybe you are selling saris, for example, okay, and you are selling it online in a certain different way, wherein you've understood that okay, this is a niche that has never been taken care of at all. This is not even discovered on Google, so why not actually do it? So that is what makes you different. That is what makes you, your your marketing strategy towards it is completely different. So that is what is creative problem solving. So the leaders inherently look at things, solve at the problems in a slightly different, not slightly, but a majorly different way. So that is the reason they are different. So when it comes to these things, it is also coming back again from your identity, coming back again from the way you looked at things in the past. It is also coming at your habits. So all those things, I will tell you all, there is a book called as Atomic Habits, which has been which has given a clarity into following new set of habits. It's there on my channel. You can go and check it out. Motivated Young People is my YouTube channel. You can go and check it out. This is there. And of course you can check out my other videos also. I have a lot of such content. I give a lot of such information and knowledge to people, because I feel that if you want to separate yourself from the world, if you want to stand apart, if you are saying that I want to be a champion, or if you want to be better version of yourself, what you constantly need to do is work on your mindset, work on the way you look at things. So I would urge you all to go and check out my channel, and there is a lot of content. You can see that. Next slide, please. Next slide, Priya. Yes. So the next thing is your relationships. So why is it that relationships are so important when it comes to people, when it comes to leaders? Actually, for everybody, relations are very important. It is, and specifically for leaders, it is that, if you want to be functioning at a certain level at the top, or even actually while you're becoming that person going towards that direction, you have to cherish the memories on the way. You have to give the presence of your time, your presence of mind in person to the people around you when you are there, whoever they are, your brother, sister, your mother, father, your friends, your family, your the people in your, even your colleagues, or even in your customers, or if it is your the people that you co-work with. So all of those things, you have to give them time, you have to give them a good vibe, uh, a good sense of understanding that yes, I do understand what you're saying and I do care about that thing. So extremely important is that you cherish these memories, because to be honest with you, the person who's dying, he's on the deathbed, he's not going to be thinking of how much money that I have made is there in my bank account. He's only going to be cherishing and thinking about the relations. He's only going to be cherishing about uh, the best times that he has had with his mother, father, or brother, sister, or his soulmate, or whoever. So he's only going to be thinking about those things. So it is very important that you have these beautiful memories with the people whom you really love and care about. So these are things that you should be taking care of. Means these are things that leaders actually respect a lot, and that is the reason they are actually taken in a certain way as well. And the most important thing is touch people's heart. When it comes to you giving that importance to the people, it is how you are even giving them your time, how you are giving them your presence. If you are able to add some value to their life, if you are able to give them something that they really like, so that is where you touch someone's heart. That is what actually uh, makes you stand apart. That is what makes you a leader. But I'll give you a very small thing. Just a smile. A smile is something which is so contagious. Even if you're driving and someone is just coming very fast and he's in, or he's coming off the way, and this thing is there that he comes and he gives you a smile and says, please allow me to go, and suddenly you see that you suddenly change your mind. Okay, fine, he gave me a smile and he's trying to do it in a positive way, so let him go. So just that smile, that just that emotion, just that feeling can make me feel okay. Yeah, let him go, please let him go. He did it in a very nice gesturous way. So that is what is important, and that is what makes you realize that what is the importance of a smile, what how many number of ways that we can touch someone, we can actually make someone feel good about things. And something that is most important is that you are the average of the five closest people in your life. The five people that you have in your life, your maybe your closest business partner, or your closest friends, or your family, these are the five people who will who are the average people actually giving you your sense of worth in every way, in every little thing, that yes, you become that person in every way, in every aspect, meaning your physical, mental, emotional, financial, everywhere. These are the things that matter, meaning it is the five closest people who influence you to become that person. So that is what is important. So that is what you should be taking care of. Means you have to, if you are not around, if you are around mediocre people, you are going to be mediocre. If you are going to be around leaders, you are going to be a leader. So that is what is different when it comes to being in a good relation with people, being in the uh, good thing ki yes, this is what is my surrounding and that is how I will become. Okay, so here we are done with the presentation, and now, yes, so here we are done. So if there is any question answers, you can actually ask, and you can actually tell. Friends, before we go apart, I would urge you all to see my YouTube channel, wherein there is a lot of content in terms of self development, in terms of improving your skills, improving your lives. You can check out the links to my channel. I mean, the links is not given here, but basically, motivated young people is what you can check out, and every all the links of that are there on my channel as well. My Instagram, my Telegram, my Facebook page, everything is there on that channel itself, so you can check out a lot of content there. So any question answers, any questions that you have? No pessimistic attitude means what? I gave you an example, Vinil. So basically, when you talk about pessimism, pessimism is your negative outlook towards things. So when when I say pessimistic and optimistic, or positive and negative, always there are two choices in our life to look in a particular situation. But you know what, we look from the filters of our mind, which is our subconscious mind. Okay, this is how, this is how I was treated in the past, in this particular situation, or with these kind of people. So this is how it will always happen. But the reality is that it can absolutely change, it can absolutely completely transform. So, and that can happen only when you look at a thing in a very positive way. So that is the difference between positive and negative. Now, no pessimistic attitude, leaders specifically don't look at the pessimism. Meaning, like I gave you the example of Sachin Tendulkar there, that when he's on ground, he is not affected by by his opposition team. It can be any other team, it can be Pakistanis, it can be South African, or any team it can be on the ground. Even if they are instigating, even if they are giving any kind of wrong messages or wrong things, or if they are abusing on the ground, he doesn't care a damn about it. He is in his own mental framework, and he's looking at the game in that particular way, and he's focused, because he knows what is he there for. So he knows that yes, this is how I have to look at things, and that is what makes a champion different from a mediocre. So that is what it is. So no pessimistic attitude is, that is what it is like, that is the meaning of it. So guys, any more questions? So I can see some friends of mine who are in the comment section. It's nice to see you all here. Great. So Jigsaw Minds is just one subscriber away from 100 subscribers. Guys, please support. This is a new channel. We're trying to grow. We're trying to give you so much of value. Please share these videos. I mean, uh, to be honest with you all, you can buy food, you can buy uh, clothes, you can buy goods, but you cannot buy mindset, you cannot buy skills, you cannot buy uh, good actual emotions, not emotions actually, but good things in your life. So what we are giving you all is something very valuable. So please support. And you can actually check out a lot of content on my channel on YouTube, Motivated Young People. There are a lot of audiobooks also there. And if you all want to download a few books, free books related to self development, self transformation, it's there on my Telegram channel, which is there. The link of it is there on my YouTube channel, Motivated Young People. So you can check that out as well. Yes, so the link has been given in the comment section, guys. So, any more questions, guys? Or we'll wrap the session? Thank you, Rati. Thank you. Yes, Cads, thank you. Because these things, okay, this is a very important point. She's saying, Cads is saying that the things that you just explained are not a part of any educational curriculum, but are very important to be a successful person. Believe me, guys, what she's saying is absolutely right. You need skills in life to become successful in whatever you want to achieve. You need very specific skills to be a leader. You don't need science, maths, or whatever is taught in our schools, but there are basic things that should be taught in our schools. When it comes to certain things, we are not taught how to handle our emotions. We are not taught so many things in our schools, which is why we are trying to give out this kind of, I mean, information, this kind of knowledge, this kind of things that are very different. So please support us. Absolutely, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Cats. Thank you, Nishan. Thank you, Ajinkya. Thank you, Anand. Thank you, Rakshada, sorry. Thank you. Do subscribe to my channel as well. I mean, you can check out the content as well as you can subscribe to my channel. Yes, thank you, Rati. Thank you. Guys, any more questions, please? We will be wrapping up the session in the next 5 minutes. So if you have any questions, please ask us. Please. Thank you, Vinil. Thank you. Thank you. Vinil, check out more content of mine on my channel so you will come to know. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the good session, and we're gonna come up with new sessions.
Yes, thanks, Priya. Thank you for inviting me. And yes, thank you. Acha, it's a question, Ajinkya. Okay, one of the best habit of a champion. Okay, see, I don't think there is one specific best habit for a champion. I mean, if you want to become a champion, there is no one specific best habit. But what will separate you, one thing is that you are able to go within, meaning you are able to find out your own core identity, your own core purpose in your life. If you are able to figure that out, you will be always cut from all the noise around you, and you will be extremely focused. And when you are extremely focused, one thing is that your energy is getting transmuted in a certain way, and it is for sure to get you massive results, or it will actually lead you and take you to that level of become the best leader in that particular industry. So that is something that will actually separate you. But that is why, I mean, I'm a big fan of Steve Jobs, is because if you see his biography, or if you see his backstory, you will understand one thing is that he was he had a set of events which actually made him that person. He, whenever he had free time, he used to take walks in the nature, and he used to have self talk basically, and he used to go within to find out answers. He didn't even, I don't think he didn't even go to Google and find out answers to the questions that he was looking for in terms of becoming the best, or doing things in a different way, because he had a certain set of differentiation. And I feel that is what, if you can understand, so never, and just look at it. I mean, he was a very good designer before develop matlab, getting into the business of computers and getting in all that. Before that, he had the knack. That is why, if you see the amount of detailing when it comes to his design in terms of the phone or the laptop or whatever they have designed, it is to a very deeper level. So that is what separates you. So every piece of experience, every piece of uh, things that happen in your life, somewhere are trying to mold you to become that person. Now, if you're conscious about what you are, if you are trying to go deep within, if you're trying to find out answers, if you're trying to understand yourself, you will be able to actually make those things. Because you need about 5 to 10, not 5, actually you need about 8 to 10 skills to become a champion in your life, not more than that. You don't need hundreds of skills, you don't need hundreds of things in your life to become the best. But these things will separate you from the others. So that is what is important, ki how well are you able to figure those things out, and how are you able to put them out in a certain way, in whatever vision you have, whatever goals you have. So that is what is something that will help you. So going deep within is something that is extremely important, I feel, and that you can do by doing meditations, by doing certain yoga practices, and also of course, like Steve Jobs did, he just went out for walks in nature. So these things actually help you. So a lot of this is there in my channel also. A lot of things are there in terms of becoming the best version of yourself. So you can check it out, you can see a lot of things there. Yeah, so any more questions? Yes, thank you Ajinkya, thank you for that. I mean, I'm happy that Ajinkya you asked me that question, because that was something uh, I should have talked about. I mean, that is something that is separating you from the others. So that is something very important. That is a very valid question, I must say. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Suman. Thank you, Vinil. Thank you.
Thanks, Priya. It was a really good session.
Thank you. Thank you, Priya. Thank you, Jigsaw Minds. Thank you, Priya, and the entire team to invite me on board and actually allowing me to give my knowledge to the world, to the people in your community, to everybody. Thank you. Thanks a ton.
Let's find fun in every piece of life.